Hey, I'm Mark from Moose Blood, and you're listening to Morgan Richards on Radio Cardiff 98.7 FM.
Hey, I'm Mallory Richards from Radio Cardiff on 98.7 FM, and I'm very pleased to say that I'm backstage at the HMV Institute here in Birmingham. I'm joined by a new band getting a lot of attention lately, with everyone predicting big things. There'll definitely be a band you'll keep in mind from time to time. It's of course those coffee-obsessed emo punk rockers. It's lovely Mark of Moose Blood.
Hello, mate.
Hey man, you right?
Yeah, good man, good. Not bad at all.
Yeah, how's things?
Yeah, really good. I mean, the tour's going really well. We've been to some wicked venues that we never expected to be in, to play in or anything like that. Getting to meet like the Mallory boys has been great, like lovely guys. It made us feel very welcome, which is lovely, and it's just great to be associated with those boys. We feel very lucky to be here, for sure.
Okay, brilliant. So all's going well then?
Oh, yeah, no complaints whatsoever. All is going very well, mate. Yeah.
Ah, brilliant. Well, great to hear. So Mark, of course, over these last few months, it seems like you and the rest of the guys in Moose Blood have been getting a lot of attention as of late, where you've managed to achieve some incredible things, releasing a ton of music since the band started back in 2012, and still being a newish band. We just recently released a highly anticipated debut full-length studio album, I'll Keep You in Mind, from time to time, back in October on US label No Sleep Records, and getting a very loyal following in the progress. It must be just great feeling now to finally have this record out and all the support, and a lot of people labelling you as really their new favourite band.
It's like fantastic. It's a little bit overwhelming. Like the response that we've got off the back of the record coming out has been something that we didn't expect at all. We was just happy to get an album out, something that we'd been working on for about a year before we actually recorded it. But for it to have been received in the way it has, and the lovely things that people have been saying about it, is, yeah, we're all sort of a bit blown away by it. Like, it's very, very flattering. You know, there's people out there that won't like it or will say bad things about it, but you know, that's to be expected. You know, it doesn't matter how good a record might be or how much you like a band, there's people out there somewhere don't like it or won't necessarily have good things to say about it. But the way it's gone down, in the way it's been reviewed and that it's sold, it's been fantastic, beyond anything we ever expected. So yeah, literally blown away, and the support we've been getting is incredible. We couldn't be more thankful, really.
Oh, okay, well, brilliant. Well, great to hear. And it must be, as you said, a bit overwhelming, especially when you guys have only been together as a band for the last 2 years.
Yeah, things sort of happened really, really quickly. We put out Moving Home within 3 months, I guess, of us sort of being a band, and then from that into a double A-side single, then into the split with Departures, then into the record. So things moved really quickly. You know, we just have been lucky with how we've been able to write, that we're always sort of looking to do the next thing. Through December we'll start writing record 2. But yeah, everything moved very quickly, but I think we are very, very lucky at the same time. Yeah.
Okay, well, awesome. And I have to say, listening to the record, it's quite a refreshing and unique style of collecting of songs, where it does open beautifully with an acoustic and clean guitar journey that is Cherry, and really unfolds to a mixture of hard-hitting and mellow melodic stories of drinking coffee and fading feelings, with big emo guitar parts and even really some pop culture references as well.
Everything we write about or have written about on the record and previous releases is all stuff that is either going on in our lives, things that we've experienced, things that have gone on in our past, things that we might be getting over and stuff like that, or it is all genuine. It is just all stuff that we know, and that's what we write about. And it is all about our lives, our families, our girlfriends, wives, everything. So we literally just poured everything into it, lyrically and musically. Really like honest songs that are literally just about Eddie's life and my life, basically. But yeah, with Cherry, it's up there with, I think, the best songs Eddie's written. He literally let everything out, I think, on that song, like his feelings towards his wife and his stepdaughter and stuff like that. And it was originally planned to sort of end the album, but during like the recording process, Stu, our manager, and Bo, who we recorded with, had the idea to open the record on it, which wasn't that keen about. Like, we all loved the song, but we was like, oh, we don't know if we want to start it on such a down tempo. But it's worked out really well. We all loved the song, and people seem to have taken to that song quite a lot. I think for Eddie, it's really, really special, and that if people can sort of relate to it and enjoy it, is great. Yeah, so I think people seem to like that one.
Yeah, awesome. Well, great to hear. And a lot of people have been saying that there's definitely this huge American style alternative rock influences on the record, showing your real roots of growing up on bands such as Blink-182, Brand New, Taking Back Sunday, and so on. But with that, you've also managed to combine it with your own retake on the unique, emotional British melodic rock ideas, combine that with those little reminders of what got you really into music.
Yeah, I mean, we are sort of heavily influenced by that whole American sound of Jimmy Eat World, Taking Back Sunday, like Mineral, the bands like that. And not that we ever tried to replicate any of that. that, we just took our influences and then we just wrote songs the way we just wanted them to be, like songs that, you know, we wanted to listen to. We've all sort of done the rounds in other sort of bands, of like hardcore bands, but yeah, it was just like, yeah, let's do this. You know, Eddie started demoing stuff on a MacBook, and then that's how it all sort of came together. But yeah, we are very heavily influenced by bands like that, you know, but in no way do we want to try and replicate them or sound like it or sound like we're American or anything like that, you know. We just try and do what we want to do, and then that's it. However it comes out, who it may sound like, purely coincidental. We're just doing what we want to do. Yeah, it's lovely to have those, you know, people pick that out, like similarities of bands that we absolutely love, you know. That's hugely flattering.
Awesome. And with that, you guys actually flew over to Los Angeles back in April to record the album with the fantastic Bo Burchin at the helm producing it. It must have been an incredible experience to head over to the States to record really this collection of songs for the first record. Yeah,
it was like a dream come true. I've always wanted to go to America anyway, so just to cross that off the list was fantastic. But for someone to fly us out there to make a record and to work with Bo from Saracen, he is one of the most fantastic people we've ever met, and the way he helped us put the record together, I don't think it would sound as it does if we didn't record with him. You know, we can't wait to go back and work with him again. Literally as soon as we left, we wanted to go back. But yeah, an experience and an opportunity could potentially be once in a lifetime, so we literally took nothing for granted and we loved every second we were there.
And on top of that, as you've mentioned, you guys have been extremely busy in your short 2 years as a band, where including the first full length, you guys spent last year in 2013 basically just making as much music as you could, releasing 2 EPs in the progress and doing your first real tours off that, with it seeming that you guys always having this creative juice flowing and looking to just do as much as you can, really.
That's it. That's all we've wanted to do. I mean, as much as we could do, we all had jobs, and like good jobs, that, you know, it wasn't that easy to just sort of, let's just have a go at a band full time. You know, we really had to juggle our jobs and the band as much as we could for quite a while. But 2013 saw us do, a couple of releases, our first sort of tours. You know, the first tour we went on was with Funeral for a Friend. That was ridiculous enough, you know, to be going out with one of your, like when we were 14, 15, you know, through to like 20 years old or whatever, you know, listening to Funeral for a Friend, and then to go on a tour with them was like mad. You know, they picked us to go on tour with. Then we sort of headed out with Departures, we did the split with, but yeah, I guess we did as much as we could around our jobs, but now fully committed to the band, so we will do and can do as much as possible, and we've always wanted to do that as much as we could. Yeah, just continue to do what we do, but put no pressure on any sort of deadlines as to when we need to get stuff out, because I think that's when, if anything we do is kind of forced, then it's not going to sound like our release, I don't think. So yeah, we'll do it as much as we can, but I don't think we'll do anything else now until the second record. Maybe singles here and there or whatever, but I don't think we'll do any more sort of EPs or splits or anything like that. But, you know, never say never, but I think we just want to focus on record 2, make that as strong as we can.
And with that, 2014, this year has really been a tour central for you guys. You've not having really a break at home these last few months, where you've headed out across the UK in May supporting I Am Avalanche, before just recently venturing over to Europe for your first ever shows over there with Balancing Cumberland and Sea Haven as well, and playing some of your biggest ever shows in massive venues with Mallory Knox.
Yeah, I mean, these shows are by far the biggest shows we've done. I mean, on our first tour we played Electric Ballroom, like with Funeral, and that's like a huge room, which we get to play again twice on this tour. But a lot of the other venues on the Funeral tour were quite a bit smaller, whereas this one, you know, we're looking at 1,000 cap room every show pretty much. Again, like, just felt really lucky. We always feel really lucky whatever we're doing, so don't take anything for granted. You know, it has been busy, but you know, that's what we want to do. We just want to be solidly playing shows, writing, always being productive, making the most of whatever time we've got being in this band.
Yeah, because it really hasn't been a bad year of shows for you guys in 2014.
No, very, very lucky again to play the shows that we have done, and like the responses from shows are always great. People seem to want to come and hang out and say hello to us at merch, and, you know, sort us out for like a photo or something like that, which is really, really sweet. Something we don't expect to happen. So if we can continue on this path as this, then, you know, it'd be great and we'll love it. January we'll then go on tour again. So yeah, just concentrate through December on writing record 2, but yeah, keeping busy at the same time. Okay,
awesome. And as you mentioned there, with 2015 now just around the corner, I expect you guys to be very, very busy in the new year as well, touring even more if possible.
We hope so. I mean, at the minute everything is kind of only been sort of passed our way or planned sort of a month or 2 in advance, and then things that are sort of a bit further down the line are only kind of mentioned, and then nothing is sort of confirmed until a bit nearer the time. But there are a few things to keep us busy, really busy actually, but without it being confirmed, like, I can't say either way, in case, you know, if it all falls through and you look like, oh, you said you was doing that and then that never happened and all of that lot. But yeah, there are a few things. I mean, in January it would be our own headline tour, so about 2 weeks of the UK, so it'd be pretty extensive. And then there's a few other things in the pipeline, but until we know for sure, sure. We can't really say because it could all just fall down and not happen. Hopefully we'll be busy. It is the year to really crack on the back releasing an album. We need to get out there, be as busy as possible.
Okay, well, brilliant. And just a couple more things now, Mark, before you go. As you said there, at the beginning of next year, you're going to be very busy now with starting to write record 2 and heading out for your own headline tour across the UK in January. But what else can we expect from Moose Blood in the near future?
Well, we've got to write the record, and then I think it will pretty much just be as extensive touring as, and then without anything else being confirmed at the minute. We can't really say either way, but just get writing again and then get back out on the road in January.
Well, brilliant. Well, that's about it. Cheers, Mark, for taking time out to have a quick chat with me.
It was great, mate. Thank you.
No worries. Obviously, good luck with starting to write record 2 and the tours now in the new year, and hopefully I can catch up with you guys again very soon.
Thank you, mate. Cheers, Ben.